My name is Kilo Chicken, and I'm back with another review. Today we're reviewing the SpiderMan Spider Crawl. That was a lot of SpiderMan Spider Crawler. This is an epic looking set. This is a $39.99 or $40 and has 418 pieces. It is for 7 up if you ever look at that. And the set number is 76114. There are 4 minifigures in this set. Some pretty dope looking ones. We got Spider-Man 2099, definitely one of the best people in this set. We got Spider-Man, Vulture, and an amazing new Sandman. And yeah, this is again the new 2019/2018 box art. And as you can see, they actually don't have Spider-Man's leg right here. That's funny, so I guess they were just trying to make room for the legs. Anyway, like I said, the Marvel Superheroes branding is gone. It's just Marvel and Spider-Man. So we'll probably be seeing that with all the other superheroes. And yeah, hey look, rocks on. On the back here, it just shows some of the other functions, all of the spiderweb pieces, and just some different angles of the builds and stuff, which is pretty nice. So anyway, let's build this up and take a closer look at the set and the minifigures. This set includes just one instruction book alone, and I forgot to mention that if you have the LEGO Life app, you're able to scan this barcode and you can access the digital version of the instruction books. And if you look in the back, there are no ads for any other superhero sets, just LEGO Life, which is, again, kind of sad. So here is the actual set all built up. It is a crazy looking one with a lot of stuff going on, but before we take a look at this, just like last time, let's go ahead and check out some of these web pieces that it includes. Alright, for the web pieces, you get 2 thwips, 2 spins, 1 splint, 1 splat, 2 flaps, and web cuffs. So they also give you some extra pieces to assemble different effects that the web pieces are able to create. So for instance, you would take one of these hand connector pieces and then take this a spin and then take one of these white cylinder cone pieces and then a flap and stick that on the end. You can build 2 of those. So again, connector piece, spin, cylinder, and flap. You can trade out these pieces for these pieces and stuff, but something that's interesting is that they give you these studs to stick on these bar pieces on the splint and splat so that you're able to shoot it out of something on the build that we will take a closer look at later. Jumping into the minifigures, first up we have Spider-Man, and like I said before, this is definitely the upgrade that he deserves. This version of him is based off of the comic books or the cartoons or anything like that, not the MCU version, and I think it's definitely an amazing upgrade from last time. The only thing that I didn't really like was the spider designs have weird legs that look like they just got electrocuted, but taking an even closer look at him, if you can tell, he has more subtle web design, which I think looks good. It doesn't pop out as much, but there's still enough there that you can see. And the eye prints are amazing. They are just smaller, and they have a mix of black, white, and metallic silver prints, which I think look really good. He also has dual molded legs, but I think he could have used a little bit more arm printing and stuff. And up next we have Spider-Man 2099. This is an amazing looking minifigure. I feel like he's gonna be one of the minifigures that everybody is gonna want in a little while. But as you can see, he's got these subtle little dot prints on him. It's just amazing. The detail is amazing. You got some back design here. Got all the little dots on the back of his head. And he's got his kind of scary looking red printing on his head and his torso. Definitely could have used a little bit more on the legs, or any on the legs and on the arms, but he still looks pretty good. Bringing over some of the web things, web attachment pieces, you can clip that right in and he's blasting webs. But yeah, this is definitely an amazing looking Spider-Man minifigure. And since the other minifigures kind of have a little build to them, we're not going to be taking this close of a look, but we'll head right into that. Starting us off with the kind of build slash minifigure, we have Sandman, and this is definitely kind of a very spookier, scarier version of him. He definitely looks way more menacing. He's got this amazing club. I kind of like to spin him like this. It's kind of fun. Just But yeah, this is a really cool club. I love the build used for it with the studs on both sides. It just looks really painful. I love this kind of pyramid piece that was first brought into Nexo Knights, I think. I like how we're still using pieces from that series, even though it's dead. Coming into the minifigure, as you can see, again, he uses Nexo Knight pieces for his legs part. And it's amazing. It totally looks like Sandman. You've got like rocks, and then you've got sand, dark tan used in there. And something, okay, we've got a theory time. So, as you can see, he does have his classic green striped shirt on, but it's covered with sand. And that color is called sand green. So instead of it being bright green, there's sand covering it, turning it into a sand green color. Get it? You see where I'm going? Yeah, anyway. That was just my little theory. I almost feel like LEGO was kind of rewarding us LEGO nerds. But that's just my speculation. Anyway, he does have a dual-sided face. This looks even more scary. He just looks kind of like he's staring into your soul. Okay. Anyway, he's got a base right here. Just it's a nice little build. I love the pieces that are used, and it opens up, and you got little gems in here that he's stolen and covered up. And kind of a look at how these web cuffs work. As you can see, you've got like these web designed things to look like something is supposed to be in there, and that is because you can clip it to one of their hands and the other one just kind of slides in, and now you've got a web cuffed bad guy. I think that's pretty much with this minifigure. Let's move on. And going along with our build slash minifigure, we have this Vulture. He's like a cross between the MCU and comic books, because he's got like a planar design here that looks more like a vulture, but then he's got these mecha wings. They're really, really cool. You've even got this part that's on kind of a rounded 1x6, I think. Could be wrong, but yeah, it moves a little bit. But all of these are stickers. You had to build these little particular builds and put a sticker on, and honestly, I'm kind of proud of that sticker applying job. It looks pretty cool. But anyway, they have these, whatever those things are called, and it just reminds me of the MCU version. But yeah, it's definitely a good new design of the Vulture. He's got a stud shooter, and it's a silver color, and it shoots a little orange stud, because LEGO doesn't want to be too detailed with their guns. But anyway, taking a closer look at this minifigure, as you can see, he's got the same face used for every Vulture that we've gotten before. Some nice torso printing, a little bit of metallic down there, barely though. Then on the back, he's got some back printing. And overall, pretty nice minifigure. I love the dark green color used for his torso and legs. And here's just a closer look at the wings, how they're built. And I really love these kind of smaller ball joints that they use. They connect it to the wings really well. Doesn't fall off very easily. And yeah, pretty good build. And in comes the actual part, not the actual part, the main part of this set. It's the SpiderMan spider crawler. And as you can see, it does have a function that allows it to crawl. That is because of this little kind of rubber wheel on the bottom. It's connected to a axle, which connects to these connects to this, all this technics stuff right here, which pushes the legs up and down. Which, kind of a flaw to this LEGO set is, it works well, and it definitely took a very smart person to figure out how all that was going to work. But it looks good until you get a closer look at down here, and it's just like, oh, look at all that technic stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this thing. As you can see, on the base of the body, it's got like these little monster truck things that are stuck here. It's kind of funny because Spider-Man sits right here, so if heat is coming out of there, it'd be like burning his back. He's got two levers here, and kind of a spider face design here, which I think looks pretty good. They use these silver teeth pieces, and then these red translucent studs, which are actually part of a stud shooter feature. So once you shoot those two studs off, you lose two of the spider's eyes. So that's kind of a wonky part of this set. But yeah, like I said, there's a rubber wheel down here that moves the legs. And speaking of the legs, This was so repetitive, having to build this build 8 times, except this has a ball joint. And that is a sticker. Whew. That's not a print. I had to apply that sticker to this piece 8 different times. I refuse to do that one more time to put that sticker on this particular piece. Never mind. I guess I'll just have to. Come on, Lego. Help us out. Give us more prints. I'm sure it's not that much more pricey than stickers. It's just the juniors, they get all the prints and we're left with stickers because we're able to put stickers on more than juniors are. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna rant about this set. Just the open parts here that are very noticeable and the stickers. But other than that, the function works well. Definitely looks like it's crawling. Dude, definitely looks like it's crawling. They did a good job there. And coming to the back section of the spider, again, I forgot what that's called. I'm sure there's an actual name for it. They use these cool little semi-chrome, as I like to call them, semi-chrome pieces that I saw in the Bike Rescue, and I believe it actually is in the Venom set, so yeah. And I like this. It kind of gives me hope for more semi-chrome pieces and maybe even semi-chrome minifigures. That would be pretty cool. On the back section here, they use this little stud shooter, and like I said, you can attach these little web pieces to it with those studs on the back and launch the little web pieces at minifigures to try to web them. Let's see if we can try webbing Sandman. Oh, that's close enough. Anyway, so yeah, that's a fun inclusion. Also, they give you these little spider drone people, not drones, but little spider crawlers. You can stick that on the back too, and they can work as either bombs or tracking devices. Yeah, works pretty well. And Spider-Man does stick right in here, again with his back to that exhaust thing, which is kind of interesting. Also, they've got 2 little kind of web prints right here. So overall, really good set. I like it, except for the repetitiveness of building the legs, the openness of all this Technic, and the having to apply stickers. I like these new pieces, by the way. With it's like 1x1 modified with stud on the side. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, this is a fun set. The function works well. It looks good. There's also this little sand here with a diamond or an emerald. But yeah, this is a fun set. It's definitely worth what you pay for it. You get a good amount of stuff. You get 2 bad guys with their own little amazing builds, and it all just looks good, especially these Vulture wings. Those are just so good. Spider Crawler looks good, except for this. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I love this minifigure. I love all the web pieces, and yeah, just don't be afraid to get this set, even if the Spider Crawler looks kind of weird, but I think it looks good. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about this set. Thanks for watching the review. See you next time with another video, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and yeah, thanks again, guys.